find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Bears.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 2nd and 4. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Those other teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they're getting down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for it. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
To the days of just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way, trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Steps away. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. A try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Mix the score, Bears 10, Vikings 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
For number 14, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass, incomplete from the contact.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Vikings 7.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The tackle by Jalen Johnson.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The throw is complete, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 31. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That one 28 yards on the ground. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Dobbins. They're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. First down, Bears.
Here's Dobbins. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down now. Dobbins down right around the 25. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
14.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for the Chicago touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously with the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught at the 20. And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Second and long. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Big loss here as he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On
third down. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The 28-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
49-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. This time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Bears 31, Vikings 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 45-yard line.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked. A loss of 17 yards. It's now
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, a cruncher there as it's intercepted. Picked off on the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. On second down, Dobbins, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
Makes the score.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Their own 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
15-yard line.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. That catch good for only a couple.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And He's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Chicago, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.